Well, I'm back in Nairobi at my friend Ginny's house, and wow, have I had an interesting day. Some of the things that really surprised me about the Afoj training in Bondo, as I've mentioned before, was the talk about division of domestic duties. And like I explained in my last video, that's because the schoolwork is or the housework rather, is so overwhelming that the girl children have no time to do their schoolwork or work on their studies, which puts boys at a great advantage and puts girls at a real disadvantage as far as education is concerned. But one of the other things that really struck me as odd during the training was they kept talking about getting the girls out of the kitchen. And I thought, that just seems kind of odd. It sounds a little bit 1960s feminism, like the kitchen isn't that bad, right? There's nothing wrong with being in the kitchen. Well, today I got taken to school, literally. Dominic and Alan took me to visit a primary school in Bondo where two girls that they sponsor attend. And I got to speak with one of them, Celine, in depth. And wow, I have video of Celine and some of her situation, and I will let that speak for itself. But long story short, bringing girls out of the kitchen. So apparently among the Luo people, once a girl starts menstruating, she can't live in the main house where her father lives anymore. So the girls are sent out to live in the kitchen. Now these are separate houses. These are little cooking huts, typically with no windows. They just have a bunch of pots and pans, and they sleep on bamboo mats with maybe a blanket or something, or on flour sacks or rice sacks or whatever. These are not what most people would consider livable conditions. And the situation is the boys each get their own huts. So every boy in the family is supposed to have their own hut where they can, eventually grow up and have a family there if they want. But the girls are expected to get married. And so they don't have a hut in the family grounds, and they can't stay in their father's house because that's taboo. And so they have to go sleep in the kitchen after they start menstruating with the rats and the cockroaches. And it's not pretty. I saw the inside of some of these places, and it's not any place where a girl should be sleeping. So when they were talking about bringing the girls out of the kitchen, they weren't just talking about not cooking anymore. So I will just let Celine's videos speak for themselves, but we need to be praying for the girls in Africa.